Okay, so you know when you crave something, maybe a savory snack or a crunchy dessert? Well, our next guest believes this could be a sign for something more than just a craving for a quick bite. Here to break down the reasons behind our cravings is nutritionist Peggy Kotsopoulos, who's here this morning. Great to see you.
Great to see you too.
So this is such an interesting concept. So based on what your cravings are, there's an emotional attachment to that.
Right, so sometimes we reach for something salty, sweet, chocolate, and what it actually links to is how you feel emotionally. So you can be sad, you can be depressed, you can be in pain, and so what you crave typically triggers how you feel emotionally. So I'm gonna tell you what we typically should be, what you should reach for instead, so a healthier option.
So healthier options for this. Okay, so when I'm craving something fatty, like a burger, fries, that type of thing, what do you equate with the emotional aspect of that?
So typically when you crave something fatty, it's because we're feeling sad and depressed. So what fat actually does is suppress your emotional response in your brain. So it actually has a physical response to numb your receptor sites. You actually don't feel pain anymore, which we think is a good thing.
It's like a temporary solution.
It's like a temporary solution, right? But what you want to do is have a longer term solution. So what you need is omega-3. So your body needs fats, but you need healthier fats like omega-3. So things like salmon, chia seeds, flax seeds. These are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which actually help. Yeah, so with chia seeds, hemp seeds, you can throw it in your cereal, you can throw it in your yogurt, you can add it into your diet every single day. Try to incorporate oily fish into your diet. And what omega-3s do is alleviate depression. And even if you're taking an antidepressant, it actually helps improve the efficacy of the antidepressant as well. So yeah, so omega-3s, right, great in combo.
Okay, let's move on to what, carbs and sugar?
Yes, so a lot of the times we crave carbs, sugars, and typically this is synonymous with the afternoon crash, like at 2:30. Actually, a recent study showed that 85% of Canadians crash in the afternoon and they reach for something sweet. So what that does is cause a downward spiral. We reach for something sweet, sugary, we hit the vending machine. Instead, what you want to do is reach for almonds. These are loaded in protein, healthy fats, which is going to satiate your hunger, get rid of that stress. So it's really good to help keep you full and satiated and help with your blood sugar imbalance.
You know what, this makes a lot of sense because I'm the carb craving girl in the afternoon because, I wake up at 3 in the morning, I get super tired and I just want, bread.
Yeah,
period.
We're tired, we're fatigued, we're stressed, and we reach for sugar, which actually gives you a temporary fix, but then you crash. So it makes it worse. So you're constantly even reaching for those carbs.
It's a mental game too, though, because I'm not sure if I'd look at that and be like, oh, that's what I want.
You don't. You have to make a conscious effort. But this will actually get rid of that craving, boost your energy, get rid of that stress. So it's a great alternative.
Retrain your brain. Right?
Yes, retrain your brain.
That kind of stuff. Okay, let's think about salty foods now. A good alternative to that.
Now, this is when we're chronically stressed and we have adrenal exhaustion. When we are really stressed, we actually get dehydrated. Cortisol causes dehydration, and we lose precious minerals, so we crave salty foods like chips. Like when you crave that salt. So what you want to do instead, a little bit of sea salt is good. So when you actually add sea salt to your food, it's a good thing. Yeah, right? It's a good thing. So what's great to combine it with is avocado. Now, avocados are really high in vitamin C and B vitamins, which are so important when it comes to stress and adrenal exhaustion. You really want to make sure you're incorporating your antioxidants, vitamin C and your B vitamins, and that's great in your avocado.
You know what, and you know what I love to do is the avocado with the olive oil and salt and pepper. Like, it's a great snack,
great,
right?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. Oh, 1 for 1. Okay. Yeah. So what about chocolate? People who have that sweet tooth, they want to, that sort of fix.
Yeah. So this is typically when we're aching. So it could be pain, it can be heartbreak. If we're sad about something, kind of like that heart pain that we get, after a breakup. That's why we reach for chocolate. So what chocolate actually does is it releases endorphins in your brain.
Right.
Now, what you want to do is you want to reach for a raw chocolate. So this is cacao nibs right here. So this is like the purest form of chocolate you can get, really high in magnesium, which helps to calm your nerves, your muscles. It helps to relax you. You can throw it into your yogurt, mix it into granola. You can blend it into smoothies. And if you wanted to get a chocolate bar, you can get like at least 80% raw cacao in your chocolate bar. So look for at least 80% to get some of the benefits. But yeah, so chocolate is actually great. So instead of going for the high sugar chocolate bars, reach for that.
The reason I'm doing this is because it tastes like a nut to me. And I'm actually, I don't really love chocolate, but I was giving the cacao, I have to say it like that, cacao, but I was giving it a go. I mean, if you love...
This doesn't taste like chocolate.
No, it doesn't.
No, this doesn't. The actual nibs do not taste like chocolate. They are very nutty, very bitter. So that's why it's better to blend it into some yogurt, blend it into your smoothie, or get a dark chocolate bar.
Okay. How do you explain when I want booze?
Okay, so when we crave wine, right? So this is sometimes when we're stressed after a long day, we're in an awkward, socially awkward situation.
Totally.
If our in-laws are coming over, or if you get that, knot in your belly, whatever it is that causes you that stress, first date, we want a glass of wine that helps calm you down. And it does that, right? So what alcohol does is increases your GABA production in your brain. Now, GABA
it also makes people look better.
Yeah, it does.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. Okay.
So what it does is it's your neurotransmitter that calms you down. Now, a glass of wine is short-lived. It only spikes your GABA and then drops it so you feel worse after. So something that's better is passion flower tea. So passion flower tea actually naturally increases your GABA production in your brain, helps calm you down, gets rid of that nervousness feeling, but it's more sustainable. And if you have trouble sleeping at night and you really want to relax after a long day, it's good to help you nap as well.
Wow, okay, and that's the tea there.
Yeah, so, and then what we have too, if you don't want to do tea, kefir, any kind of yogurt, any type of probiotics helps to increase GABA production as well.
All right, so there you go. For a first date, slam some of this. And you're never getting that. No, these are great suggestions and very interesting to, correlate the two with your emotional and how you're feeling. Okay, so Peggy, thanks so much. We're going to have all this information, obviously, on our website, yourmorning.ca. We'll be right back.